Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today we are going to start tutorial number 6 for my Kohen mini album. So let's go ahead and get to it. I pre-cut some more of my papers. Now because I had these sheets that had the, I'm going to pull one over here, like this. I didn't want to use that many tags. So I actually used this sheet in some of my layouts because by the time she covers some of these with pictures and stuff, so if she puts a picture on here, it's going to cover up most of that anyway. So I thought we would just use these up rather than have them go to waste. So it's going to be a lot of gluing down. So I believe for this front page, oh my goodness, how could I lose my ruler? Put it back where it's supposed to be, man. Check. So for this one here, it is 9 3/4 high by 7 wide. I had it written down there. I just wanted to double check. So this is the outside of our two panels here. So those will be the same. So you're going to need 2 at 7 inches wide by 9 3/4 high, because they are exactly the same. So it's basically just going to be putting our decorative papers down today, and then whatever else I do to them, I will go through it when I do the walkthrough, because this should pretty much finish it up today. I do have one page, in fact the next page, that I want to do a little fun thing on, but I am waiting for a die to get here. But I am not going to hold the whole tutorial thing up just for that, because I can always show you that in the walkthrough. So we will. Of course, you'll see the walkthrough before you see these anyway, so I guess it really, I didn't even need to say anything, did I? I always forget. I do all my tutorials and then, of course, the walkthrough when it's finished. Oh, and I forgot to put this on there. Let me lift this up real quick. Oopsie, right there. Forgot I had to have my magnet in there. All right. So I've got a tag here that I'm going to sit on this here, and then when it closes, it'll hold here. So forgot all about that. So I'm going to put this tag on the right side here, up in the center, and she'll be able to cut a couple pictures down and place them in there. So then my magnet goes on top of there, and it was just, and then when this closes, okay, so let's go ahead and get a piece of tape. Yeah, I forgot about my magnet. Okay, so we'll put this there like so. And then I want to make sure my gussets are good. Put my gussets off. Like that. There we go. And then we can put glue back on this. At least they got it fast enough where I could pull this back up. There we go. No harm done. Thank goodness. All right, and that will help hold that closed there, like so. Yeah, perfect. 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 So for this next one, we've got these all cut and ready to go. Everything's inked. All right, so this is going to slide in here. Now this is 6 inches wide by 3 3/4 high, and slide in to this frame nicely. But I didn't want the edge to show, so we are going to just add. I just got a couple little decorative pieces of paper that we're just going to paste down there like that, just so it has a pull tab to come out. I'm putting glue all over it because I'm going to bring that other piece up in there. Okay. And then I just need it on the edge here, like so. And it won't be visible, but I want to decorate the back anyway, just so it looks nice. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can slide that down. Oops. Don't glue together. Don't glue together. Slide that down just a little bit. It's not quite centered. There we go. And that looks better. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it just creates a nice little tab there. And I see that I got a little white showing from the back, so I'm just going to kind of trim that out. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and slide that in. Maybe. There we go. Slide that all the way in there. Perfect. There. It just gives me just enough to pull that out. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and slide this down and get these going here. So I have 4 for the top. So we'll get these 2 going here. So like that. Got to remember how they went. This one goes down here. Okay, perfect. All right. So we're going to go ahead and glue this to the top here. And these were, and let me measure one here. A second, because they're all the same size. And I'm going to let you know how many you need to. Okay. So you need 2, 4, 8. I think there's more than that. 12. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 12. So you need 24. These are all the same. All right, we'll figure it out. So anyway, so that one, and then this one. Oops, let me measure these here. 4 off of lead again. Okay, so these are, that ruler just disappears. 4 3/4 high by 4 inches wide. So all of them. All right, we're going to just go ahead and slide this up here for right now. Maybe. Okay. All right. And you're just going to have a little tiny, like a 1/16 of an inch edge at the top and the bottom, but it should fit the width like perfect. Okay. And we might use less because I think maybe the ones that don't have, because there's magnets, and that's why I need to cover up some of these. But I wanted to cover the front ones for sure. Yeah, I think I'm not going to put anything on these because of the thickness. So I'm going to leave those blank, and then she can just cut down a picture for those. See, picture width. So she will only have to trim off just a little bit to get pictures. So I think because of the bulk, by the time I add paper, and then she adds 4 photos under there, I think it's going to get pretty thick. So I'm just going to leave that. And I will use these for tags for her. Where are some of those wider than others? Different stack. Okay. So I'm just going to do the front like that. And that way she has plenty of room under there for, I'm just wondering if I just used the wrong ones on there. I don't think I did. Because I have a stack of them here that are smaller. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, so that's done. And then I also created just some, I got light coming in my room there. Sorry about that. Some patchwork on my tags here. And I did save one just to kind of show you how I do it. So I just take my tag and then I just select paper that's just different pieces of paper. I save all my scraps, even these little tiny ones like that. And I'll show you, I got a stack here. I used quite a bit of it yesterday, but now I did some more cutting, so I got more. But I just save all my scraps, and then I can do these tags with this though. Let's go ahead and figure out how we want to do this. I think this one was perfect with there. So all I do is I hold it up there. I take a pencil and then I make a mark where I need to trim it. And then I just fit the pieces in. So like that, just like that, see? And then I just smudge it. And I usually leave just a little bit in between each one. And then we just fill that in. So any shape, any size, however you want to do it, there's no perfectness to it. There's just no rhyme or reason. So this one I'm going to cut here. And I can just use my scissors for this one because it's small. And then this is too wide, so I have to trim this down here and here, so almost in half. And I'm going to just do my scissors again because this is too small to put in my machine. So just like that. And I'm not even going to smudge that one because it's so small. There we go. Just so small. Okay, and then I got just this little spot in here. So Again, this is small, so I'm just going to use my scissors. For the bigger ones, I just start laying them in, and then it, we got to take about this much off of there. All right, a little smudgy. So that's how I do the patchwork. I just start grabbing pieces and I just throw them in. Okay, so that's it. So that tag is done. Now, I probably will do the backs of these two, but for time's sake right now, we're just going to slide this into its spot. Okay, just like that. All right, and on we go. So we've got this one done, and then we're going to go to this. Now this is the spot where I want to do a special element, waiting for that die to come in. So we're just going to decorate the tops here. And so, okay, so I've got two different sizes. I think the outside is bigger than the inside because the inside has to collapse on the outside. So we're just going to go ahead and do the outside, and then we'll open her up and attach the ones to the inside. Now, I did not make tags for this yet, but I will. And that will be another thing that you will be shown in the walkthrough. Okay, so we've got that. So now that other big one is going to be the back side of that. And those were both cut at 4 3/4 by 8 1/4. So there's your big ones. 4 3/4, 8 1/4. I've had fun making this book. It's actually quite a nice book. I might remake it for one for myself. I did like it. Okay. I'm just going to go like that. All right. And then these ones were 4 5/8 by 8 1/4. A terrible light coming in. All right. So, and those, again, was two of those. One for the front part of the flip and one for the back part of the flip. We could probably add a couple little things on here. Second, got lots of cutouts. Let's see here. We got lots of little doodads here. Oh, let's see. If she puts a full picture on there, then she still has a little bit of room for something. Maybe I'll just glue part of that down like that, and she can still slide a picture in there. So let's do that. That way a picture will still go underneath there, but she'll have that cute little decoration there. Okay. This was that other sheet that I had a whole pack of. I had a pack of just these. And so it's cute little other tags and stuff. Cute. All right, so then we've got the top part, and we could maybe something that's more colorful. We'll just leave that for right now. We've got that one. Yeah, let's try that. Let me see here. That. And then I'll just leave that open too. Okay. So she puts a picture here. Then, so I can just glue part of this. Oh, let me smudge that edge. Okay. So we'll do about 3/4 of it. So let me hold a picture up here. And then I can bring this in about the same distance from the edge, like so. And give that a press. There. So when she comes in, she can just slide that picture right in there, just like that. And we're about equal distance on the sides too. Perfect. Love it. And then let's go ahead and do this gold on the top there. And before we do, maybe we'll line this with the row of those stamps here. So I just happen to have a row out. So let's go ahead and glue that down to there, and then we'll just trim it off. So to like there. So let's put our glue down here. I don't want to go all the way in because I'm going to trim that end off a little bit too. It's a nice decoration, different than the paper. So let's go ahead and lay that on the bottom there, like so. Perfect. And then we'll take our scissors and trim these off here, just like that. Perfect. That's a cute element. Let's see what else we got here. Let's just cut out these other little stamps here, and we'll just glue those around the edge as a decoration. Okay. There we go. We can just kind of put those random. And then she'll have room for a picture there too. Okay, so we're going to leave him kind of up a little bit, so we won't glue him all the way down. Okay. So he'll go like that. And then we'll have a little present there, like so. And a little mouse, like so. There. I wish you can still slide that underneath there. If she wants those stamps to show, she can trim that picture down just a little bit more too. Okay? All right. Oops. Let's glue it on. Silly girl, silly girl. I haven't counted yet how many pictures, but I will. I think it's going to hold quite a few. Okay. Let's get you on there like that. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So cuteness. There we go. We got that. We got that. I did not get one ready for that. So let me see if I've got one handy. I do. Oops, darn. So let's try. Let's see, we'll do a quick. So we need it 6 inches by 8 1/4. 6 by 8 1/4. All right. So 6 inches, 8 1/4. Perfect. And that will slide right down in there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Perfect. It's like I went through it like 3 or 4 times. Okay, I think I got everything. Did not. I did not have everything. That's all right. All right. Okay. Just like, I don't want to interfere with that gusset up there. I gotta be careful. There we go. And she's got room for a nice picture there too. And actually, we could, oh, yeah. I think we're going to leave that right now if I do anything else to it. All right, so let's go ahead and move to this piece here. What did I have that for? I don't remember. So this piece here is cut 4 3/8 high by 6 3/8 wide. And if you wanted to do all of them, you do that same measurement for all of them. I am only going to put a full piece on the top and then just strips underneath. So that, but I don't, because I don't want all that bulk on here. So I just left a really tiny edge all the way around. Okay, because I got my magnet to hold. All right, then just a strip for each one of these, okay? And they're already gone. These were, what were these? 5/8. 5/8 high by the same width as the top one. All right, so here we go. So you're just going to have a little edge, just a little one, just like that. Okay, grab my stack here. Don't want to make them upside down. Don't want upside down cars and trucks. Okay. Woo. Easy, easy. There we go. Remember what I had that strip for. Now it's bothering me. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. See, so when you put the picture in here, that just adds a nice little bottom too. Now you could put it in there too if you wanted. And I got quite a bit of leftover paper. Maybe I'll end up decorating that strip. I don't know. I don't know for sure. 2 more. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to cut up some little envelopes for her. So see, when it's all done like that. I didn't grab that. That's all right. We'll get that in a little while. Let's just continue on. I'm going to do this bottom piece here. We are already a half hour in, so all right. And I'm going to put a journaling tag in here yet, but if she wants to put another picture there, she can. So I'll make the journaling tags just small enough so if she decides she wants to journal instead, she will be able to do that. All right. And this one here. So we have 2 inches wide by 5.5 to go here, and 2 inches wide by 6.5 to go down there. Let's go ahead and encapsulate that. And again, these were punched on the ends to coincide with the punch on the top. There we go. That. Woo! Blue gone wild. Okay. And then I've got the inside ones cut. So we have a set of 4. And these are, let's see here, 6 3/4 wide by 4 3/4 high. Okay, so you need 8 of those, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So nice big area for a picture. Oops. And that did not get smudged. It did not get smudged. Let me see if I can quickly do that. I hate when I do that. There we go. That'd be good enough. Apparently I didn't smudge any of them. It just was cutting. It's mainly just to take away that white edge. Do this as fast as we can here. we go. Just grab those four, set them aside. Blue, brown, yes. Fold that down so I can kind of press on it a second. Okay. And then we'll do the orange. Okay. Blue. Okay. All right. Whoops. Okay. And then the green one. So we'll probably have one more shorter tutorial after this one where we go through and maybe add some extra decorations, finish decorating the cover. So just a few things. All right, let's double check those. Okay, looking good. Now we're going to come this way and we're going to do the same thing. All right, so we're going to do, let's do a blue, a green, a blue, a blue. Okay. Just trying to divide up the colors there a little bit. Okay, so let's do a green on the top. Make sure everything's facing the right direction if it has a direction. Slide up there a little bit. Okay. Let's do a dark blue. Got a little glue on my fingers with some ink. There we go. All right, and then let's do the brown. Let's do the brown here. Okay, so get you. There we go. I'm going to close this to press on that a little bit. All right. And then the last one. Yeah, I'll do this blue here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. So now this one, and this is where I think I had all these other ones. I bet I did. I bet I used some of my bigger ones. I sure did. Okay. So we have some of these that won't need any because of the magnets. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue these on. I bet I used a couple of these on my other one, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, I have to cut a few more and finish it up the next time, but that's all right. I have lots of paper. Lots and lots of it. They were so close in size, I shouldn't have had them stacked together there like that. Okay. This was definitely a fun book to do. I did have fun doing this one. Oops. Okay. This way goes this way. So I think I'm going to leave those two blank, and we're going to put ones here. Okay. And what do we have here? I think we're going to do this one. And it's just because of the bulk. So just like the other one, I don't want all that bulk. So because by the time she puts a picture on there, you know, it'll be like perfect little edged. Okay. And then we'll put one right there. Right. Just like that. All right, so now this opens up, this opens up. And we've got one for each side of here, and those are 9 3/4 high by 4 inches wide. So 2 of those. Okay. Oh, I don't know why. I'm just kind of in a daze, I guess, today. Usually I'm kind of chatty and all right. Perfect. Okay. So now with these, I just added a little 1-inch hinge and I glued it to the back, and then this little flip tag here, one on each. So those are going to go up here and up here. And this was cut 4 3/4 inches high by 8 inches wide for both of those. So 2 of those like that. And you can use just your regular cardstock that coordinates with to create this. Just happened to have all those tags, so I was trying to use some of them up. That. So that you can write in there. Okay. This one here, like so. Perfect. Oh, that one had a little glue down there or something. There it goes. Okay. Then this flips up, flips down. We have another one here, and I've got one here to show you how I did it. And then this piece here was 9 3/4 inches high by 8 1/4 inches wide, and I added another little stars there. And I get a lot of my stuff like that from the Eyelet outlet. They have really good prices. So a lot of things like that I will check there first. Sometimes get it cheaper than you can at like Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's or any of those. So, and they have a huge variety. They have eyelets, they have brads. So, and so I just took, like I said, a 1-inch hinge, and this one is on the left side, so we'll make this one on the right side. So I'm just gonna put some glue on this, and it wasn't exactly an inch, as you can see, but I scored it a 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter. This is going to be hidden. So I'm just gonna center this right like that. Be exact. Okay. And then we're gonna put that like that. Give that a good score. And then put some glue on the hinge there. And then just lay our card down. Just like that. Okay. So, and then we'll glue this one on the bottom here, like that. And you could use whatever size you want. I just, I had some white strips that were already cut, so I just grabbed it and scored it at a 1/2 inch. I didn't care that the one part was bigger. It didn't really matter to me. It just as long as I could get a hinge out of it. A lot of times I'll go through and I'll save like a bunch of my black and my white and my cream colored strips that are at least 1 inch. I'll keep a stack of those handy. We got to take him off. Did you see he's upside down? Just him. There we go. Oh, goodness sakes. That was close. So now I will probably have to add something to the back of him to cover up that little mistake there. But I've got other cards, so we'll do that. We will do that. Glad I noticed it, though, now, while I could still pull it off. Okay. And then I'll come back and take another one of these cards I have here, and I have a stack of them here, and I'll just put one on the back there. There we go. That was close. All right. Perfect. And then make sure that I get this one, the top here. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to close that so I can press on it. There we go. All right. Right. Here we go. So we got that done. Now just this pockets here. I made some tags and I just used those tag pages on these, and I will give you a measurement on these tags here. I started out with just scraps. I had 2 of these in scraps. I had 1 of these in scraps and 1 of these in scraps. So I just cut the extra paper to accommodate those. So the largest tags are 9.5 inches high by 4 inches wide. So there's 2 of those. The middle pocket tags are 8.5 inches high by 5 inches wide. And then the smallest pocket tags, 5 inches wide by 5.5 inches high. So those, I only went with those because that's the scraps I had. All right, so for the insides of the pockets, I have cut, these were all from scraps. So this one is 1 3, about 1 3/4, and they all are going to be 9 3/8 wide, okay, because I got to slip down these pockets. So these are all from my scraps. I didn't do anything to this one, but I did add some embellishments to the other ones. So let's go ahead and slide this in the very top edge. That's the smallest one. Okay. So we're going to slide that right back in here, like so. And I'm leaving just a tiny bit of a edge there, but the same as there is on each end. Okay. And then I have, this is my bottom one, then this is this one, and this is this one. These 2 are the same. So these 2 are both, I went 3 3/4 high because I wanted to be able to go slide down in there. Okay. Like I said, they're from scraps. So if you didn't want to mess with cutting the scrap down further, but sometimes it's like you don't need a lot down in there. You just need it far enough down in there so it's not visible. And I added a ladybug brad on there and a bumblebee brad on there before we slide it in. Again, a little blue at the top there. And then I put a little journaling tag on there. Okay. The next one. Just added a couple of Lego brads on there. If you can see that, this Lego brads. And another journaling tag. Okay. And she could also put a tiny picture on here if she wants. All right, slide it down just to get a little bit of blue. That defines each pocket. Just like that. All right, and then our last one is just 3 inches high. And then the journaling tag, and then these little, we got a monkey, a lion, and a zebra face brad. And these are all from the Eyelet outlet. So now I don't know if they're still carrying all these. Some of these I've had for a long time. But Just go take a peek. They have even ones just with gems in them, and I've got sock monkeys. I've got, of course, your Christmas ones. I've got stockings and Christmas hats and mittens and you name it. And they've pretty much got it in a brad or an eyelet. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's slide these back in here. Two shortest tags. Our middle tags, and then our tallest tags here. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. All right. So let's finish this right up here. We're almost at an hour. And I've just got these two here to do, which I put where? Oh, here. Okay, so this was cut at, they both are 10 1/4 inches high, and this one is 3 inches wide, and this one is 4 3/4 inches wide. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add a charm or something, then you would put that on the outside, get your hole first before you put this decorative cardstock on. You would make your hole, add your charm, and then add your decorative cardstock after that. Okay. And I'm centering that. I want to stay away from those gussets. About the center of the gussets, just like that. Okay. Perfect. But I'm not going to add one for him. So I am just going to put all my paper down there. All right. And I put a little journaling tag at the bottom of that one. Okay. Now, I have this little pocket that was on this page. So I brought my ruler in, and from the stitched outside edge there, I marked a 1/2 inch. I went to the stitch mark and put the 1/2 inch line there, and then I drew on each side of this that 1/2 inch. And I don't know if you can see my pencil line or not. And then I made a pencil line across here. I'm going to turn that pocket into a little pocket. And we're going to put that right there. So I don't need the bottom part with a hinge, but I wanted the sides with the hinge. So that's where my 1/2 inch comes in. That way I can tuck some tags in. So I'm just going to cut straight along that edge there. Keep that little stitching. And then cut off a 1/2 inch. Just like that. And then we're going to bring in the scoreboard. And we will go ahead and score. I will line that up somewhere where I can do a score on that. Just like that. And just like that. Okay. So that will enable that pocket to be just a little wider. All right. So, oops, I should have burnished that. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put that right down there, and then we can tuck some tags in there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here, and then close up that bottom just like that. Okay. And we're just going to place that down here at the bottom. And then we'll just, when this is dry, then we can tuck in some of these little tags in here. It will tuck right in. See, she can have a couple of those in there. But I want that to dry first. All right. That is it for this tutorial. This tutorial number 6. And as you can see, I got glue all over my hands. But our book is getting nice and full. See that? Nice and full. So by the time she gets her pictures in this is going to be perfect. All right. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you are enjoying the tutorial. Thumbs up is always appreciated. It makes me know that you are pleased with my tutorials. And thank you to my subscribers, as always. If you're not a subscriber, please do so at this time. Go ahead and hit that red bell down in the right-hand corner. When the bell pops up, hit that bell and you'll be notified each time that I put out a new tutorial. And as always, until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.